Do you know what we don't talk about enough? How just insidious the combination of being neurodivergent and being a people pleaser and dealing with rejection-sensitive dysphoria can be, especially when it comes to conflict. Because for me, sometimes it's easier to let someone be wrong than engage in conflict, because conflict is terrifying. I will let people walk all over me, say unkind, hurtful, unfounded, untrue things about me, and somehow at the end of all of that, I'll be the one apologizing. And it's something that I've been working on for a while, and I'm learning to do better. But years of internalizing that I was wrong and broken and a burden and a problem, it has been really tough learning how to stand up for myself. But then there's also days like today where I don't have the spoons to fight, because I have exhausted all of my energy just existing. And the amount of energy just to articulate and process the argument, it's just not worth it. All this to say, thanks for the death threats, but I won't be.
I'm a doctor with a special interest in ADHD, so let's talk more about it. One of the key concepts that needs to be understood about ADHD is that at its core, it is not a problem of attention. It is a problem of self-regulation. Talking about ADHD in terms of attention and hyperactivity trivializes the true problems that people with ADHD face. One of the main things that differentiates humans from the majority of other animals is our ability to self-regulate. You may have heard that people with ADHD have problems with executive function. Executive functions are the tools that we use to self-regulate. The development of these tools of self-regulation are a part of normal human development, just like learning how to talk or learning how to control your bladder. These fundamental neurological processes are impaired in those with ADHD. Hit follow and we'll talk more about it.
Hey, you might not have noticed, but I actually have ADHD, and so sometimes I really struggle with prioritizing my tasks. So if that's an issue, just let me know. Oh, you noticed when I interviewed. Yeah, so no, you go, sorry. Oh my gosh, one time I was on the stage doing some public speaking and I fell, and then I kept tripping on the microphone wire and I fell again, and it was so embarrassing, and there were so many people there and I didn't know what to do. Oh, we're off that. Sorry.
Can someone please tell me if it's rude to think this way? People who overshare tend to come off as...
Yes. Yes, it is. It is rude. Yes. I can understand, though, because maybe this is your first time really thinking about it, but some people have ADHD. Not everyone is neurotypical. And also it can be a trauma response, unfortunately, where people felt silenced within their childhood, and so they overcompensate. So yeah, it is kind of rude. If you don't have the capacity to actually take on that conversation, just say that. It's really quite simple. So yeah.
Never use a